Now, this is an interesting site. We are on Fire Island, where it is actually training grounds for allies. Whenever you feel sad or down, you just host a Fire Island game, play allies, and you can actually win some games because this map heavily favors the allies. But now we get to see our allies experts playing different factions, especially Pika. He's behind on the Dutch army, but he's still playing Soviets for some reasons that I can't understand. Just pick allies and win the game. And first of all, this is not random. I mean, if this was random, it would be quite interesting to see Pika getting 3 times Soviet consecutively. But again, but that's a quite, how to say, that's a quite determination. He's determined to beat Dutch army with Soviets, I guess. I wonder if they have arranged a deal between them, like if I beat you with Soviets, that will make 6 scores in general, and I will be winning automatically or something like that. Because normally our guy, usually, I mean, both of our guys would play allies. After all, they usually play allies, they're experts on allies, but now they are insisting on playing different factions. On this manner, we see Dutch army playing Empire, and for some reasons, Pika is playing Soviets. Like, not even Empire, which has a quick access to aerial units as well. The Soviets have the slowest access to aerial units, or aerial vision, let's say. Okay, we get to see Sickle, 2 flag troopers and 2 bears with 2 conscripts. And the problem is, now Dutch army is swarming. Okay, burst drone has been dodged very nicely. Dutch army has been swarmed over the right section of the map. Meanwhile, left side was empty, so he could actually perhaps take his own oil derrick. But now it's not going to work since he tried to contest the right side of the map. The right side of the map, which has the oil derrick there is. Well, that's an interesting and unnecessary play, if you ask me. Are you serious? Yeah, that was a quake. Ah, poor terror drone, really. Only we could see quick fingers with changing the terror drone with the F and use a status ray to stop the burst drone exploding mid-air. And the Sickle wouldn't have taken half of his HP as a damage. We get to see 6 Imperial Warriors and Mecha base on already. Meanwhile, Pika hasn't even finished walling his base, but going for tier 2. 2 of the oil derricks now taken by the Dutch army gives a significant economy bonus. His terror drone is now menacingly going over. But again, I mean, oh, a quick VX. A simple solution with the Soviet units. I think he didn't see. Do you really attend conscripts with a VX? I mean, don't you have better things to do with this unit? 2 bears are now sitting in front of the dojo. We get to see a lot of... Okay, only 2 VXs. I mean, instead of Tengus, we get to see a lot of VXs, but why? I mean, Tengus are solid pick in this map. It's quick access. And Soviets is not doing a lot of hammer tanks, unlike the industrial strength. Pika is now going for more, let's say, a composite army, I can say. Like, even he has sickles yet. Just get a crusher crane and maybe get a quick cashback. Because sickles are useless when you deploy them. Like, you get to waste your 900 credits, and their effectiveness lose when they exit the war factory because they can die quickly, they don't deal a lot of damage. Flare jump is very expectable, and you can barely dodge and Vindicator bomb. You can be targeted mid-air by Tengu, Apollo, or Mix, or even multi-gunner FB. And also, flare jump can be negated. I mean, you want to try to harass the collectors, which is fine, but flare jump effect can be negated if your collector stops in mid section of the collection path. So pretty much useless. Also, this engineered hurling there is a bit risky move, but Tengus are now on Oh, we get to have a sudden transport as well. Okay, this is nice. This bear, if... I hope he lived enough... Okay, he knows it, anyway. But... Well, DutchArmy wants to have the oil derrick no matter what. But however, he does not... In this time, he does not invest on observation posts, which is interesting. Maybe he's not having enough cash. No, actually he has. Unlike the Soviets. At this point, if Pika had cash bounty, this can be used for oil derrick at least to get your money back. Ah, he has, and he used it. Very nice. But somehow, game treats oil derrick's original cost as 2,500 credits. So when you use cash bounty, at least you get to have 500 credits back. Now Tengus are soaring on the sky and knowing this section of the map is unguarded without air support, anti-air support. Tengus are, I guess, trying to find an opening. Yes, 4 VXs to handle a conscript. Such a big threat, isn't it? Now Tengus are down and this Tengu got caught, but hammer tanks are a little bit far. And well, when you see a sudden transport, you can always expect such a move. Now back to tier 1, I guess. And also War Factory has been sold down. Imperial Docks and Desultory Delta Airstrike used here. But not all of the targets have been caught. I mean, all of his infantry is standing still. Bullfrogs now are being caught. I wonder what did he crush, I guess. Oh, that's a little bit bad for catching them up. I mean, this is the problem with this map when you play Soviets or when you play a ground army. I mean, these impossible hills make everything very difficult for you. Meanwhile, air units can do everything they want and get away with it. A little relief for the cash bounty, 200 credits back, but Empire Army is now swelling, and this collector is chilling it with the bear. Ah, that's nasty. Tango's are now sitting here, sudden transport here. At least here are walls being built, so you can't get to see, but I wonder if this one has... Okay, this one has nothing. Simultaneous Tango harassment, and Pika has no answer, quick answer for this. Ah, that's sad. The turret drone couldn't infect it, and Tengu takes off away. The other one is caught, but you can move this collector perhaps to not take suicide damage. That much, but anyway. He tried. Now, DutchArmy going for the 4th refinery. I wonder if we have any tier 3. No, it's still tier 2. Interesting thing is that Pika can still make it count. Like, all of this army becomes useless when it comes to use. And it comes Pika uses a nice Desultory Delta airstrike on this narrow choke point. So I think this is what he tries to do. He wants to pull him to here. He wants to pull his all of army to this choke point, and with a lucky shot, lucky Desultory Delta airstrike, he can actually take down all of the DutchArmy's army. So it will be only left with some 2 tsunami tanks, a couple Tengus, and 4 striker VXs. But perhaps our man knows as well. I mean, just look at this. Either you get to have a terror drill, twin blade mass, which is not going to happen because we have 4 VXs here. Come on. But in time, the time is against for the Pika. Like he can quickly get to tier 3. After all, he has 4 refinery. I mean, we are on 4 refinery as well with the Pika side, but he had infrastructure reset, which is super reactor, and the war factory has been taken with engineer attempt. These Tomb Blaze, where are they going? Dox is now being leached, but oh, okay. We're waiting. No, that's too early. No, that's a sprint. But I don't understand how did DutchArmy didn't notice that? Where was he looking at? He was only attacking this Imperial Dogs. So what kind of attention? Well, that's a bit suicidal. King Oni is on the field now. Well, you can take down the infantry, but you can't take this King Oni by any means necessary. Like, you need to have a lot of Tessa troopers. A good relief, at least that dangerous tank master and Imperial warriors have been taken down. But this doesn't stop the DutchArmy to replenish them very quickly.
Twin blade inspection complete.
Somehow, this is a very good move from Pika. I mean, at least, even though he can't go for next tier, he can still expand and get more units at least. I don't think this will make situation any better for Pika, but at least it will even for him. And also now you get to realize that DutchArmy can't go for Tengus. So this means you can actually, with some couple MiGs, there they are, with some couple MiGs you can actually harass these collectors because this army is not very mobile. But meanwhile doing so, yes, this can happen as well. Like, Desolate Delta airstrike has been used, so my infantry is dead, so I don't have anything to lose. I mean, maybe if I have a few handful of infantry. Now collectors have been taken down, which is nice, but the MiG takes some damage. Okay, the second collector is taken down, but refinery here is taken. The crusher crane. At this point, selling them can also work. We know the troubles that we can see when you get the Wave Force Artillery to tier 3, the star rank. And again, no! Stop the King Oni, take down the Wave Force Artillery. That's an important unit. King Oni, you can deal with easily with terror drones. The Axes are coming, but okay, mission successful, just escort them back. But my land army is now on tail with massive King Oni and couple infantry. Now that's the problem. If you are going to go like this, I mean tier 3, in time you will realize that's quite an interesting Desolate Delta airstrike use. Verse, I think you will get caught to it. I cannot. But this is impressive. Like, collectors taken down, this also refinery is down, so suddenly from 4 refineries to 3 refinery and 1 collector left. So this makes DutchArmy to, even though he has infrastructure for tier 3, he no longer can supply an army. Now he has army, but he can move because he knows that if he moves, this has to be it. He has to win the game, or otherwise the Soviet will just tear down the economy because Twin Blades are much more faster, and still I guess he's not getting for Tengus. I guess that's a VX. Oh, that's a Wave Force Artillery, which is nice. Terror drone infects this collector, but well, it's not really pay off. But I guess the financial status of DutchArmy is very dire. He doesn't wait. He can't even wait for this to recover full HP. And how far are we away from oh, that's a lot. Okay, 2 conscripts are thrown to draw the weapon fire of the VXs, but that's not enough. I mean, these VXs are, there are too many VXs and they deal splash damage, so that's not going to work. But this choke point is not going to work favor for them, for the Dutch army. You have to make it happen, or otherwise, you know what's else going to happen, and that is the airstrike. Or, okay, satellite drop taking down 2 units, and they're now being boosted. Well, that's nice. Tesla Trooper catches these units here. What happened to the King Onia over here? I can use that. There was 1 King Onia or 2 King Onia, I can't remember, but this is a waste. And remember what I said about the tiers and collectors. I mean, this is the determination that we need while we're playing Soviets, or if we want to expand on the map. I mean, you have a Yari here, and you can't do anything because the Tesla Coil will take it down. Also, you can't do any... Oh, finally we get to see some air units, by the way. The Tengus have arrived. No Bullfrogs? Okay, finally we get to see Bullfrogs as well coming here. But that was late. Anyway, this refinery, we can sell off actually. Don't have much units. Ah, okay, so time to try it over here. I mean, at this point you can take down some refineries, but it doesn't really matter.
Training finished.
Dutch army is now having a lot of money. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have taken down the 6th refiner of his. So he's still running on 5 refinery, which is almost more than double of yours. Now this is a tier 2 swarm, that's for sure. And I think you would rather want to use this on weapon mode instead of drain mode. What is this game for real? Oh, Star Rank being taken down. What's that? Wait a second. You can't be serious. Are you doing conscripts to troll him? And you don't have any kind of anti-air. Okay, anti-air has arrived finally. Take down this Star Rank. Please. I mean, please do not lose over here. Ah, he's trolling. He's trolling for real. If you want to troll, just go for like Iron Curtain or Super Weapon or anything like that. Why are you doing this? Now these conscripts are dying for nothing. But I think... I'm speaking about a guy who just traveled all of the map with an MCV, not even Sputnik by the way, with MCV, took down all of the refineries, so I think he will not give up and will make more infantry. And also the Star Rank, Bullfrog now tearing down skies. Well, that's a lot of infantry by the way. And this King Oni walking unhinged. Can't you get single terror drone to stop him on the tracks? Oh, finally. So... Ooh. You can do it, I hope. Be a flak trooper. You need more than that. Well, that's a close call. Almost there. Man, Star Rank Bullfrog is just amazing. Like your only answer for any kind of anti-unit threat. And this King Oni. I mean, at least you can place down perhaps a reactor here to stop this refiner taking unnecessary damage. Also, you're not dealing any kind of damage to this King Oni. You haven't infected it. Wakey Dutch Army. You now realize that he is... I mean, the Pika is rich. And probably you're not. Okay, Natasha has arrived. So this is the plan. That's why he made all of these... Oh, okay. So I think DutchArmy realized that how terrible the situation was in, and he quit. For a moment... Oh, look at this income disparity. Huge. That's all I can say. But for a moment I thought Pika was up to lose this game or throw this game for all of the conscripts. But it was a quite funny game. GG. Let's see what we're going to see next game.